Happy morning, students. For this session, I am going to solve a problem from the chapter conic section. In the previous video, I taught you how to construct the ellipse. Similarly, for this session, I am going to construct the another profile, which is parabola. Let me just read out the question and to extract as much as information from the given question. So, given data, trace the conic curve. So, the question itself, it says conic section. Therefore, this question belongs to conic section. When the distance of the focus from the directrix is 30 mm, focus is nothing but fixed point, directrix is nothing but fixed straight line. So, the distance between focus and directrix is 30 mm. So, CF equal to 30 mm. And eccentricity is 1. If you recollect it, in the introduction video, I taught you 3 fundamentals, right? So, that is, if the E is less than 1, naturally the section which we obtain is an ellipse. If E is equal to 1, therefore, it should be a parabola, isn't it? If E is greater than 1, then the curve should be a hyperbola. Here the eccentricity is 1. Therefore, eccentricity can be denoted as small e, E is equal to 1, which is nothing but VF by VC, isn't it? Right. Second, the question continues here. Name the curve. Also draw the tangent and normal 50 from the axis. Fine. Let me just start the diagram. First, draw a vertical line which represents the directrix DD dash. The other name of directrix is fixed straight line. Now, choose a point on the directrix and name it as C. Draw a line perpendicular to the directrix. This can be named as A. So, CA is nothing but the axis. Now, I need to locate the focus, that is fixed point, which is already given. The distance of the focus from the directrix is 30 mm. CF is 30 mm. Take 30 mm in your compass and see a center, cut an arc on the axis. So, this point is F, which is nothing but fixed point or focus. Now, I need to find the moving point without which I cannot complete any curve. Vertex, that is moving point or vertex. Vertex is a point at which the conic cuts its axis. Therefore, V plays, that is moving point plays a vital role here. How to find that? So, number of divisions, total number of divisions equal to numerator plus denominator value. So, here that is equal to 1 by 1. 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 divisions, right. So, each division could be the total length is 30 mm, that is between C and F is 30 mm. The number of divisions are 2, therefore 15 mm. Each division's dimension is 15 mm. So, take 15 mm in your compass and see a center, cut an arc here. This point represents V. V is nothing but vertex or moving point. Now, draw a parallel line to the directrix, a thin line. So, you should use the 2H pencil here. these whatever I have drawn here are construction line. So therefore, you must use the pencil 2H of grade 2H, right. Now measure the distance from V to F in your compass and VS center, cut an arc here. Measure the distance VF in your compass and cut an arc here. This point is nothing but S. So VF, the distance VF is equal to VS. Right. Now I am going to draw a line starts from C passing through S, which is nothing but the guideline. This line is a guideline, right. Now along the axis I need to bifurcate the equal intervals. I am going to consider 10 mm of equal distance. So 10 mm, name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The gap between these points 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 is 10 mm. Right. Now I need to draw a parallel line to directrix above the axis and below the axis. Either side of the axis, extend this line. This line should be perpendicular to axis and parallel to the directrix, which is nothing but the straight line. Right. See, as far as conic section, that is conic curve is concerned, the radius varies and the center F is fixed. F is fixed. What about radius? So here I am just going to give a name. Here I have already given 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, let me just give the naming for here with dash. That is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash from the corresponding point 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So now the radius. 1 dash is radius, 2 dash is radius. Right. 1 dash is radius, 2 dash is radius, 3 dash is radius, 4 dash is radius, 5 dash is radius. So here radius varies, center F is fixed. Keep your compass at point 1 and measure the distance between 1 and 1 dash in the compass. Now at F, because F is the center which is constant. So keeping at F, cut an arc either side of the axis. That means above the axis as well as below the axis. Now change the radius to 2 dash in your compass. Measure to 2 dash and keep F as center. Cut an arc either side of the axis, above and below of the axis. Now change the position. Here measure the distance between 3 and 3 dash in your compass and F as center. Cut an arc. Right. So now change the position. Measure the distance between 4 and 4 dash in your compass. F as center. Cut an arc. Right. Now repeat the procedure. 5 dash in your compass. F as center. Cut an arc. Similarly, if you want, you can take 6 dash as radius in your compass and keeping F as center, cut an arc. Right. Fine. Now I am going to give naming for this. So below the axis I give P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6. Above the axis, I'll give the name P1 dash, P2 dash, P3 dash, P4 dash, P5 dash and P6 dash. Now I need to draw a smooth curve which is nothing but the profile of parabola. Starts from V, P1 dash, P2 dash, P3 dash, P4 dash, P5 dash, P6 dash. Then again from V, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. You should use 2H pencil to draw a smooth curve. It's a freehand sketching. So passing through all the points which you have plotted on the diagram. It has been plotted on the diagram. So below, once you are confident enough that whatever you have drawn is a smooth curve, then take HB pencil or H pencil to draw a dark or thick line. So it should be smooth curve. Have you seen this kind of profile? Probably those who use two-wheeler, you could see the reflector of the automobiles. That's a headlight. Inside the headlamp, you could see the reflector which would be in the shape of parabola, right? So now I have completed the profile. That means the first portion of the question I have finished here. Now I need to complete the second question, which is name the curve, also draw the tangent and normal 50 mm from the axis. How this can be drawn? 50 mm from the axis. Take a scale. Take a scale and parallel to directrix and perpendicular to axis 50 mm. As you know, 1 centimeter equal to 10 mm. Therefore, here you will have to take 5 centimeter. Therefore, it should be multiples of 10, 50 mm. Assume this is 50 mm in my scale. So, don't get confused. So, you take 50 mm in your scale and move parallel to the directrix and perpendicular to the axis. Somewhere it is intersecting here. This point I consider as P. This point I consider as P. Now, let me just join the line PF. At F, keep a protractor and choose 90. This line should be perpendicular to PF. So 90 is somewhere here. Now draw a line till it intersects the directrix D dash. Name this point as Q. This should be 90 degree. Perpendicular to FP. So now the intersection point and the point P, draw a line passing through the point P. This is nothing but tangent. T dash is the tangent at point P. Now take a protractor and keep it at P and measure 90 degree. The normal should be perpendicular to the tangent T dash. Choose 90 degree and draw a perpendicular line at point P. This is nothing but n dash. N dash is the normal at point P. So in the previous video also I taught you only 3 things should be drawn by using H or HP pencil. What are they? Curve or profile, tangent and the normal. Rest all should be drawn by using 2H pencil. Those are construction lines, right? So now it has been mentioned, name the curve. So draw a guideline of 5 mm height. This curve, so between words you should leave 3 mm gap. So this curve is a parabola. Right? If you want, you can write T dash as tangent, N dash as normal. Let me just draw a guideline of 5 mm height. All dimension, the dimension what I have considered, that unit of the dimension should be specified each and every drawing. All dimensions are in mm. Mm is nothing but millimeter. All dimensions are in mm. So the distance between CF is already given 30. The arrowhead should be 1:3 ratio. If the height is 1, the slanting length, the slanting edge should be 3. So which is 30 mm here. You need not to specify mm here, because separately we are mentioning here all dimensions are in mm. Therefore, this is more than adequate. You need not to mention mm on the drawing while marking the dimension. Right. Now, 50 mm from the axis. So, draw a line perpendicular to the axis and 50 mm, right? So, 50 mm. Fine. So, now scale plays a vital role here, because based on the drawing or based on the question, whatever given the dimension I have specified here. Now, whether I have considered any scaling, there are 3 types of scaling which I taught you in the introduction video: true scale, reduced scale and enlarged scale. As far as this problem is concerned, I have not changed any scale. Whatever the dimension given, same thing I utilize here, same thing I used. Therefore, it's a true scale. Scale 1:1, which represents the true scale. So check before you proceed the next diagram whether whatever asked in the question is reflecting in your diagram or not. So first the profile, tangent and normal is over, dimensioning is over, notations, everything is finished. Next, here it is asked name the curve. So it's our duty to specify the name of the profile, which is a parabola. Then whatever dimension consider, mention here dimensions are in mm. Then the scale which is used to construct this curve, scale 1:1. Thank you for watching. In the next, that means upcoming video, I will come up with some other topic or some other chapter. and in detail I will explain. Till then, bye from Jay Vishagan. Thank you.